everyone. How's everyone today? Welcome to the Dirt Road Farmer. Well, today we're going to do some odds and ends. We've got some mulching to do, lime to put down, planting to do, and basically the work is never done. It's just an ongoing chore. So if we walk out here on this field, we can see that we had wheat planted in here, and we don't have any fertilizer. Now you ask, well, what happened? Why didn't we have fertilizer? You have the chopped straw mod. Yes, you would be correct. We do have the chopped straw mod. However, if you remember, we picked up the straw. We didn't spread the straw. We picked it up and put it in our silo for our animals. Therefore, we don't have the fertilizer state. So, we're going to have to put the first fertilizer state on here. And we will, once we get it limed. And once we put the first fertilizer state on, then we'll have to cultivate the field, because you've got to change the soil texture in between the fertilizer states. So before we can put the second one on, the ground texture will have to be changed. Now, it's an FS22 thing, and whether you agree with it or you don't, in order to increase your yield bonus, these fields have to be mulched. Now, I've had a comment where someone, one of my viewers, thought that I was mistaking, and they said that I was actually rolling the field instead of mulching it. Let me go over here and show you this mulcher. All right, items owned. Let's go to mulchers, and it is the Mulching, Diablo Mulching. It's a Mulching. It's a mod. So yes, this is definitely a mulcher. It's not a roller. So, and if you look over here, the width is 24.3 meters. So I just wanted to clear that up for the gentleman that thought that I was mistaking. And you know, hopefully he can get this mod and start using it on his farm. That would be great. So anyway, let us go in here and start a temporary course. Let's see here. All right, we want to create it. Well, first thing we want to do, well, I don't know why it did that. All right, we want to clear the current course that's in it. All right, and then we want to create a job. All right, course play field work, field. All right, create the course. One, yes, yes. Yeah, we're going to skip a row because it's easier for them to get turned around. All right, we'll create the course, and it looks like it did it. All right, let's back out of this, and we'll bring up the small HUD. We've got a temporary course in it. We want to start at the first waypoint. Let's tell him to go to work. All right, excellent. Excellent. All right, well, we've got some more mulching to do, so we're going to get another tractor started in one of the big fields north of us and get the mulching going on in that field. This one's going to take a little while because once we get it mulched, we're going to put lime down in the first state of fertilizer. Then we'll have to cultivate it and then plant it. So yes, it takes a little bit of time, but that's just the way it is. So anyway, we'll go up and we'll get another tractor mulching in one of the bigger fields north of us. All right, now we've got this guy, we've got a course for him to run. So let's get up here and let's bring up our small HUD. We've got a temporary course in there. We want to go to the first waypoint. That's where we want him to start. And let's just tell him to go to work. All right. Now we've got both these guys set up to skip a row because it's just a whole lot easier for them to get turned around. So anyway, we're going to leave it to them. And we're going to go get a tractor set up, pulling a lime spreader, and we'll get ready and lime the field up there that's south of us, or down there south of us, that's being mulched right now. So anyway, I'll get back with you momentarily. All right, well, we took a tractor down to the field south of us that we're currently mulching. We've got a trailer up here in these north fields that is mulching, but we've got a field here that needs to be planted. So we're going to go ahead and get this field planted. There's 4 fields up here all together, and we currently only have one of them planted. So that's no problem. All right, and these are the north fields that I'm talking about. And there's only one of them that's been planted, and that's this one here. So we're going to create a job. Field position. Right there. Create a course. All right, we got one tool. We're going to skip a row. All right, everything looks good there. Let's generate the field course. All right, looks like it's got it done. All right, let's bring up our small HUD. We've got a temporary course in there. Let's start at the first waypoint. We are planting canola. Let's just tell this guy to go to work. All right. Excuse me. Now this is Big Bud. And I'll tell you what, those Big Bud tractors are powerful, and they pull. Let me tell you, they pull. So yes, that's a lot of weight that he's pulling. Plus he's cultivating, planting, applying fertilizer, plus that air cart that he's pulling behind it. That's several hundreds of pounds. So yes, Big Bud is, plus he's pulling this thing 15 mile an hour. So what a tractor. All right, well, let's check on our guy that is doing the mulching up here in the north. Here he is right here. And yes, He looks like he's skipping a row. Excellent. Doing great. All right. Yes, you know, referring back to the comment on the person that thought that I had made a mistake here, I really appreciate your comment, because yeah, it's very possible that I say something that really isn't correct, and I don't do it on purpose. You know, it's just that I've had a dirt road farmer moment, you know, where my talking is faster than my brain. But no, these fields, every one of them gets mulched. And the reason that I mulch them, do I believe in it? No. You know, I don't know why we can't just cultivate this in whenever we plant it. But this is an FS22 thing. If you don't mulch the field, and I don't care what you planted in it, doesn't matter. If you don't mulch the field, it's going to dock you 3% on your yield bonus. And that's why I mulch. Merely because it's a game thing. Now, I do not roll the fields, because rolling the fields, once you plant it, to me, it only gives you 2% on your yield bonus, and I can't justify the cost. It's just not cost effective at all for me. So I do not roll my fields after I plant. I'll take the 2% dock. But the 3% dock for not mulching, plus the 2% for not rolling, that's 5% dock on my yield bonus, and that's a little bit too steep for me. I mean, no, I'm not going to take a 5% dock. So anyway, this is the Diablo mulcher. It is a mod, and they do a great job. All right, let's go check on the other guy that's mulching in the other field. We'll enter vehicle. All right, looks like he reached one side and he's on his way back to, getting all the rows that he skipped. A good deal. Whenever he gets done, then we've got a tractor sitting over there hooked to a lime spreader, and we'll get him busy spreading lime. So, good day to get some of these odds and ends done. All this stuff has to be done, and yes, it's a little bit repetitive, but that's what farming is. That's what farming is. So, all right, I'll get back with you when we get a little farther behind, or a little farther ahead, I should say. All right, well, this guy is on his last pass, and whenever he gets done, then we'll get our tractor with the lime spreader on here and let him start spreading the lime. And then we will put our first stage of fertilizer on. Now, something that's interesting to note, we don't have enough slurry yet in our cow barns. We don't have enough slurry to really, at this time, make it worth buying a slurry spreader, but we will, and we will take an advantage of our slurry, because that will give us one stage of fertilizer. And in these fields that we are harvesting, collecting the straw, that's going to come in handy. uh, because the solid fertilizer that we spread is expensive. So eventually we will be able to use our slurry and cut down on the expense. So, but anyway, right now we don't have enough slurry, so maybe the next time that we have to come in and fertilize this field or any or cornfield or whatever, maybe we'll be able to use it then. So anyway, this guy is done, and let's pull up. All right, he is. Now we're going to fold the equipment. And get him out of the way. And we're going to get our tractor started putting lime down. So I'll get back with you here in just a moment. All right. Let's get this guy started fertilizing. And we'll get over here. I think we don't need this auto drive HUD. So let's get over here and let's get him set up and let him fertilize. All right. So, create a job for him. All right. We don't have a course loaded in him, so let's put one in him. All right. We want to create a job. Course play field work. Field position. Right there will be fine. Create a course. There's one tool. Up and down. And we don't need him to skip a row, because he ain't going to have a problem at all turning around. Everything else looks good. Let's create a course. And it looks like it's got it done. All right. Right now we've got the temporary course in there. Start the first waypoint and tell him to get after it. All right. All right, now he's putting on lime. Good deal. Once we get the lime put on, then we will stage another tractor and get him ready to put the first stage of fertilizer on. And then, of course, we'll have to cultivate it. So, a lot of work. But anyway, we can go up here and check on our other guys. Here's the guy that's planting our canola. Oh yeah. Looks like he's doing a great job. He's skipping a row. Whenever he gets to the other side, then he'll come back and pick up all the rows that he skipped. And it really does work out a lot better because it's easier for him to turn around. So anyway, we'll go check on our other guy that's mulching over here in the other field. All right. He's doing a good job also. We've got him set to skip a row, and he is. So, and he'll do the same thing. Whenever he reaches the other side of the field, then he'll come back and pick up all the rows that he skipped. So, good deal. All right. Well, we get a little farther along. I'll get back with you. All right. Well, this guy's got maybe 2 rows to do. So I think we're going to go over and get into our fertilizer spreader and get him started, because he won't catch up to him at all. So I'll get back with you whenever we get over to the fertilizer spreader. I do have it staged, ready to go to work, so I'll get right back with you. All right, we're over here. We've got this guy staged, and let's go and get him programmed in. Now he spreads a much wider width than the lime, so it won't take him as long, and he'll have this field fertilized. All right, let's let it save. All right, let's see if we have a nope, we do not have a course loaded in him, so let's put one in him. All right, let's create a job. Field position. Oh, about right there ought to do it. Generate the course. We got one. We don't need to skip any rows. All right, let's generate the field work course. And it looks like it's got it done. All right, we'll bring up the small HUD. We've got our temporary course in there. We want to start at the first waypoint. And let's tell this guy to go to work. All right. And he is off. All right. Well, now he is only running 11 miles an hour with this spreader, and I'm going to let him by with that this time because he is spreading a pretty wide width. So it won't take him no time, and he'll have this field done. But if we jump out, excuse me, we can now see that, first of all, we don't need any lime, and we've got our 50% fertilizer state. That's the first stage of fertilizer. Now, in all reality, and on FS19, we used to be able to come in here and plant it because our planter will cultivate before it plants and puts the second stage of fertilizer down. However, in FS22, that is not the case. In FS22, now before we can plant this, we need to come in and cultivate it, change the ground texture, then we can come in and plant it. And we will have a 98% yield bonus, 100% fertilizer. So, all right, well, we're going to let these guys finish up. I'll get back with you in just a little bit. All right, well, our guy is getting right along with his fertilizing, so we'll just let him go after it. Maybe after he starts another swipe, then we'll get our guys started cultivating. And we'll see if we can get this field planted today. We can go up and check on our other guys. We've got a guy right up here that's planting. And he is just about to reach the far side of the field. And once he does, then he'll come back and get all those rows that he is skipping. So, yeah, he's doing a great job. Good deal. All right. let's go check on our guy over here that is mulching. And he's about to get his work done. He's about to get down to this one side, and once he does, then he will start back the other way and pick up all the rows that he missed and he skipped. So yes, everything is going just like clockwork. Everything looks great. All right, well, I'll get back with you when we get a little farther along. All right, well, I think our guy that's spreading the fertilizer, I think he's far enough along that we can get our guy cultivating, and he won't catch up with him. All right, let's get him unfolded. All right, and let's get him programmed in. All right, let's see if we've got a, yes, we have a course in him. So let's clear that, and let's put a new course in him. We're going to create a job, field position, about right there. Field course, okay, we have 1. Rows to skip. No, we don't need him to skip a row. He'll get turned around fine. Field margin, I usually back that down to 0.2. So, all right. Everything looks good. Let's generate the field work course. Got that done. Let's bring up our small HUD. We've got a temporary course. We want to start at the first waypoint. Let's just tell him to get after it. All right. There we go. All right. Now this is one of the, what I call the necessary evil. The fact that we have to come in here and cultivate this field right now, because that's the first thing that our planter is going to do whenever we come in and plant. It's going to cultivate it first. That's the first thing it's going to do. Then it'll plant seed, fertilize it, and yeah. However, it's like what I say, it's a necessary evil, and we've got to do it, or else we won't get our second stage of fertilizer. So, all right, well, we'll just let our cultivator get on with it. Everybody else is doing great, so we'll give them a little bit of time to get a little farther ahead. All right, I think this guy is far enough ahead that we can go over here and jump in our planter, and the planter won't catch him. So let's go over here and see about getting this guy lined up and programmed in. We can get him unfolded. I think we're going to plant barley in this field. As far as crops, it doesn't really matter whether it's barley or wheat. The only reason I'm planting barley is it usually has a little bigger yield, and it's usually a little better yield on both the grain and the straw. So if you're going to plant something in the field to use in the cow barns, then we might as well get the biggest bang for our buck. That's kind of the way I figure it. All right, let's get this guy programmed in. First thing we want to do is clear the current course that's in him out. All right, and then we want to create a new job for him. All right, field position. Right there. We want to create a course. And I said that he probably wouldn't catch him. But here's the problem. We're going to have this guy skip one row because it's easier for him to get turned around. All right. So with that being said, he may catch him. But we can go ahead and program him in. Get the course all laid out for him. And we can bring up our small HUD. He's got temporary course in him. Over here we are planting barley. We want to start at the first waypoint. All right. He is all programmed in, but we can't tell him to go yet. We're going to have to wait because I forgot about having him skip a row. And yeah, I do believe he will catch him. So we'll just wait a couple of minutes, and the other guy he'll get done, and we'll get back with him. All right, I think our guy is far enough ahead. We can go ahead and tell this guy to get started. And I don't think there's any chance that he's going to catch him now. So, and away we go. All right. And now we can jump out of this guy. And we can go back here and look. And you can see now that we have a 98% yield bonus and we're fertilized 100%. If we would not have come in here and cultivated before we planted, we would still be at 50%. Ask me how I know that. That's just the way it goes. I don't know really what to say about it, but that is the way it goes. All right, let's go check on our other guys. This is going to have to save. But right now we have 4 tractors running in 3 different fields. This guy is planting for us. And it looks like he reached the far side of the field, and he is on his way back now. He is planting all the rows that he skipped. So yes, looking real good. Real good. All right, well, let's check on the guy that's doing the mulching up here. And likewise, it looks to me like he's almost completed his job. He's got just a little bit left to do, and he'll be done. So, absolutely, what a great job. Okay, well, let's go and check, make sure our guy that's doing the cultivating over there in that field, let's make sure he gets along, and we want to get him out of the way. Right here. We want to make sure we get him out of the way whenever he gets done. Because if there's one thing that I've learned, yeah, they will run into one another. They'll crash, run over the top of each other, and you know, all that good stuff. So you kind of got to have your wits about you and get tractors out of the way, equipment out of the way that could be in the path of another one trying to turn around or whatever. Because yes, I've had harvesters on top of one another. Yeah, that's a sight. So anyway, yes, this guy is over here getting pretty well to the end of the field. We'll let him finish up, get him out of the way, and the other guy is going to skip a row, and he's coming this way, so it'll work out about right. So I'll get back with you in just a few moments. All right, looks like this guy is coming right on across this field, and now you see what I mean whenever I say the fact that I've got him set to skip a row. He would have caught our guy that was doing the cultivating. So but yes, he is doing a great job, and whenever he reaches the end of the field over there, then he'll come back and pick up the rows that he skipped. So yes, everything looks great. Let's go check on our other guys. All right, let's go check on the guy that's doing our mulching. And it looks like he is done. He has completed this whole field. Good job. All right. Now let's go check on the guy that's doing the planting. All right. Great job. Okay. And he is on his way back, and he is getting all the rows that he skipped. So yes, looks real good. All right. Well, I guess we will call this a video. If you've enjoyed this content, or if you've gotten something out of it that you can use, please go down there and give me a like. I'd sure appreciate it. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, that would make my day. It'd make me very happy. If you know someone that would like this type of content, please share it. Yes, absolutely. If I can help anybody, that's what I want to do, is help. But as the dirt road farmer, we're going to call it a day. And as always, thank you for watching